What's going on, all you awesome people in YouTube land? Today is the day I'm kind of excited about. We're going to be shooting the Sig P365X. Yep, it's not an XL. It has an XL grip, but not an XL slide, which makes it an X. It's a mutant, we're going to say. It's a hybrid. It's a mutt. This is my mutt, and it really is a mutt. I have a little bit of everything on this gun. Now, if you want to see the original build, it is on my other channel called Pro2 Andy. It has like 90,000 views or something like that. And in that video, you all told me I should have used the XL grip and not the regular 365 grip, because I do not own any 10-round magazines. All my magazines are 12s and 15 rounders, and you're like, that's stupid, because the 12 sticking out, it's the same length. This is a better grip for you, and it has a flared mag well, which it does. So you said you should not have used that grip module, you should have used this grip module. So I took y'all's advice and I did. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about, for some odd reason, the grip module from the regular 365 grip module had like a ton of play in it here. This one has none. It did not affect accuracy. Oddly enough, I never had a malfunction, but it did have all this play. You could shake it and rattle. It had like tons of play back and forth. But when I put it in this, I don't have that problem. So problem solved there. The light still fits on this. Let's just kind of go over the build. I do have a video on this channel where I did do the grip module, but we'll go over it real quick in this and why I call this a mutant or a hybrid or a mutt or whatever you want to call it. It does have a stock 365 XL grip module. It has the custom fire control unit, which has an amazing trigger. This is some of the smoothest take up I've ever seen. Then it breaks, then reset is right there. Way better than my Legion pistol. But the only color you can get in is like flat dark earth, and I kind of wish it was just black to match the rest of the pistol, but that's not an option, so we went with FDE. Then we have a Zev slide. When I built it originally, I did a Zev barrel, but I wanted a threaded barrel, because if you're going to use this TLR7 sub light, it's going to stick out further. And a lot of you are probably like, well, just go to the XL slide, but then I can't run a threaded barrel and put a suppressor on it. So now the barrel is still shorter than the light, so we're running this barrel, and with no issues so far. I have put a few rounds through the gun with the old grip module on it. With this barrel, it didn't have any issues. So if we have issues that arise, it's the grip module, but I don't think we will. Then I'm running a Holliston 507K with night vision optic height sights. I run night vision sights on about everything I own. I really like their sights. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out and get the yellow front. I like it better. Gnat just went in my eye. I like the yellow better than any other color they got. And then of course a TLR7 sub, because it is one of my favorite lights to carry on any pistol, either the 7A or the 7 sub. If you're going with like a duty gun, maybe the X300 for surefire, but with everything else, I run Streamlights. But without further ado, I've been rambling on here for 3.5 minutes. I'm going to throw a magazine in this bad boy, and we're going to shoot the XL frame for the first time. I'll give you my opinion on it. Okay, guys, now one thing that's different, you will have to change out your base plates. When you buy like a 12 rounder or 15 rounder, it does come with these base plates. Don't lose one like I did. I had them all but one, and these things ain't cheap. They're like $8 or something for that little bitty base plate. It's crazy to me, but everything Sig puts their name on is $1 million. So that base plate was pretty expensive, and I had to order a grip module anyway, so I just went ahead and ordered one of them. Saved myself some shipping at least. Not free shipping, but at least I made it worth it. I didn't just order this and have to pay like $8 shipping for an $8 base plate. I don't have any 15 rounders with me, but when you put these in, you can see that sits flush now and doesn't stick out. And again, I talked about in my other video how when you put a full grip on it with the regular 365 magazine, your pinky hung down and hit that, and it does move a little bit. I didn't have an issue, but some people may. And then the 15 rounder will stick out a little more. But without further ado, let's put some rounds down range. Now that's odd. I ride the slide stop on a lot of things, but I've never ridden the slide stop on my 365. And I just rode the slide stop on my 365. I don't know why that is. I don't know, but let's go take a look at what that was. Had some, you know, I just can't shoot slow. That's just not in me. That's not how you're gonna shoot in real life if something happens. Again, had a few got away from me over here, but not many. Everything else is right in here. And I don't know if gripping that a little different, I may have to adjust my sights just a little bit. Headshot, I did do one headshot and caught him right in the apricot, what do you want to call that? The light switch. Got him right in the light switch. So that's where you want to hit somebody if you're going to shoot them in the cranium. But I'm going to throw up a shoot and see. I'm going to make sure this thing is still sighted in for the most part, see if I need to shift it. I have been working on my grip, so that may have something to do with it too. But this is a totally new grip, and I get a different grip on it, and you have a flared mag well down here, so that may be affecting my grip a little bit. So I'm going to throw one of them up, adjust my optic if need be, and be right back. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look. I should have filmed me shooting that. I shot pretty slow. I made myself slow down. Had about 10 or 12 yards. I think we're still sighted in pretty good. Those two were already there. I had a couple of low ballers here, but the other, I put 12 rounds in it. That's actually 12 rounds. I can't remember if those two are new or not. Those two might have been new, so I might have had a 3, but still, that's a 3-inch shooting C. So, I mean, those were definitely me. Those were not the gun. So yeah, it's still sighted in pretty well. I'd feel very comfortable carrying that. I do want to tell y'all this, in case you don't know, this is a grip module. This is not a frame. So the reason that is because there is a hole right here in the side of the grip module that you can see the serial number of the firearm, which is actually on the fire control unit. So when I bought this custom fire control unit for this pistol, it was the gun because it had a serial number on it. And I had to do the background check to buy the fire control unit, the trigger and all the mechanical stuff inside the gun. I had to, you know, pay the $10 background check if you have that and stuff like that, and do the background check on the trigger itself. And everything else you can legally have sent to your home, like this grip module. It's not a gun. It is not. It is just a grip module. Therefore, if you want the shorter P365 grip module and run 10-round magazines and have this pistol as concealable as it can possibly be, you can have that. And in a matter of just a minute of, you know, taking the slide off and pushing this pin out, you can throw on the XL grip module, have a better grip on your gun. You can get a full grip on it now. Your base plates and stuff set flush. The 15 rounders actually see a little bit better. One of the big kickers is, now I can do that right there. When you have the 365, the short frame on it, you kind of have to kick your fingers back to actually drop that magazine because your fingers hit that magazine. But now it comes right out. So that is a huge plus. In reloads, you do not have to readjust your grip to reload this pistol, which makes it faster. Anything that makes it faster when seconds count is a positive. People can say, I want the more concealability, but like I was doing, if you run the 12 rounders, you're not gaining anything. This is a much, much better option, if for nothing else, faster reloads. And not that I think I will ever be in a situation where I need a reload to finish the fight. But a lot of malfunctions in firearms can be cleared and get that gun back operational by putting in a new magazine. You know, different malfunctions and stuff like that. Now, a tap, rack, and bang, if that works, good. But if that don't work, a lot of times you can clear the magazine, clear the pistol, drop in another magazine, and go back to work. So it's quicker to do that than it is to try to retain that magazine while you got in your hand, try to dig out a round or something that's not wanting to come out, or manipulate a slide or anything like that. That is just to, you know, replace the magazine. And if you want something even quicker than that, carry a backup gun and do a New York reload and just pull it out. But all other instances, that's why I mainly carry a magazine. Not that I think I'll need it, but if my gun has a malfunction, sometimes it's just easier to do that than it is to clear it. Let's check this out. Still no play. So, I mean, I've not put a ton of rounds through this, maybe, I don't know, 30 or 40 off camera. So it's working well. I just want to give you my 2 cents. I've already done a complete review of this pistol on this channel, so I don't want to do just tons of shooting and on something you've already seen. But this grip module, in my opinion, is a much better upgrade. I will tell you this, when you get used to the 365 grip module, this one, when you bring it up, is a little different. I think we can get the full grip on it with the flared magwell. It's a little different. I'll have to train with it a little more. That dot is there 90% of the time. I do this a lot at home. I actually just sit at home and bring the gun up to find that dot. And that dot is there 85, 90% of the time with this new grip. With the old grip, it was there 100% of the time. So there is going to be a little bit of a training curve more than likely if you go to the XL grip and make your 365 an X. But in my opinion, it is definitely worth it, and you can definitely train around that. It was the same way with the X Macro. When I got it, it was a training curve there that I need to overcome, and I have overcame that, and that is now my concealed carry pretty much all the time. But again, if you're doing like I was, and you're running 12 rounders in your P365, just bite the proverbial bullet and buy the XL grip, and I think it's a better choice. I honestly do. After shooting it and after understanding how you can reload the gun just, you know, quicker, because I'm already used to doing it. You've seen me do that because I was so used to doing that with my 365. And if you got big fat hands, you can still hit it some, but you can see right there I didn't. It's easier. It's just easier to reload. And like I said before, when seconds matter, I want every one I can actually get. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Again, like the video, share the video, leave a comment below on the video. All that stuff does help. Big Tech does not like videos like this, and that's fine. They don't have to like it, but we can overcome the algorithm if you share it enough. I appreciate y'all. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.